that they felt better, that they're on the journey to recovery. And each one of us in the foundation experience that on a daily basis. There's somebody or the other who'll always acknowledge the work that we've done. And that for us is the most fulfilling part. You know, we can have numbers on a slide and talk about how many lives we want to impact in the next 5 or 10 years. Those are all long-term goals. But it is those everyday moments when you meet someone, when they say we saw an interview, or you know, we saw this post on social media, or you know, there was this one kid who came and said, I couldn't explain to my parents, I wanted to seek help, but I couldn't explain to my parents what I was going through. And I made them sit down and watch your interview. And after they watched your interview, they understood what I was going through. And they allowed me to go and see a psychiatrist. Those are the moments we live for.
That's absolutely beautiful. That really is. It's, okay, we need to, I'm going to ask you a few questions that I know the crowd really wants to ask you. And this is a question that I know she's been asked 100 times. And that's why I'm going to change the question.
My most favorite movie?
No. Okay. It's the same vein it is.
Okay.
It's like, they're like, if you were not an actor, what would you be? So I've changed it to, if you were not a badminton player, what would you be? Because that means you can't say badminton player.
But badminton would not have been my answer.
Oh, we have something new coming.
Yeah.
So let's just, guys, just rewind, just delete. Let's do a little Christopher Nolan here. Just delete that. So Deepika, the question is, if you were not an actor, what would you be?
I would have probably been an interior designer. Yeah, that's something I've always been very, very passionate
There's somebody
about.
who's just bought a new apartment who's very excited. It's like, you get blue curtain.
I'm happy to render free services. That's how passionate I am about interior design. I've always been, even as a kid. And at one point, I did have this plan to go to like some like design school abroad. Wow. And yeah.
Can I just collectively say we are very happy you didn't make that decision? We are very happy that you
But I channelize my energies now differently. Like I do up the home and I keep changing things around and I have fun with it.
Please do all those things, but don't stop doing films ever, right? So that's all. We are all very selfish people. We only care about that. Okay, I was not going to ask you your favorite film. But now I feel like we should ask her, no? Favorite character? Can you ask favorite character? Because film becomes like, oh no, you said something about the director and about the other. So favorite character.
It boils down to the same thing. It's like, oh, she chose this character over that character.
Okay, so I'll make it a very harmless, innocuous question. The favorite character you enjoyed playing?
I'd have to say it's very difficult, though. I mean, it's like saying choose this child over that child. But if I really had to choose, and you guys are putting me in the spot, but I'd say Piku.
Yeah.
It was very special. There was something very, very special about the energy on that movie. And I feel like my sister and I are at that age now where we feel like we're Piku.
Yeah.
So just, I don't know, something about Piku is very, very special. And that's one of the movies that sort of keep coming up in conversation when I talk to people. They're like, we really like that movie, or like someone's been through that experience or going through that experience, or you know, lost a parent. And so there's a lot of that, I feel like. Maybe just the stage of life that I'm at now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be my most favorite.
But just on that film, 1 second, how daunting was it? Because these are two experienced, like, powerhouses, right? And first I must say, you held your own against them. You were absolutely fantastic in that film. Whoever agrees, please give a round of applause, because you were fantastic. Like,
Koi shak?
koi nahi. Koi bhi nahi. How was it though? Did it get easier through the days, or?
No, I mean, like you said, I was just aware of the fact that I was going to be opposite these two incredible people. But I think what makes for great collaboration is when you're not competing with the, you know, with your co-stars. You're really genuinely invested in telling a good story. And I think that's what we were there to do. I don't think Irfan was trying to be one up on Mr. Bachchan, or he was trying to be one up on anyone. You know, it's just, it was a beautiful collaborative process, and I think we were all just invested in giving our best to the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was aware before I got into this that I was going to be with two of these most incredible actors. But that's that. I mean, when the camera's rolling, I'm not thinking of Mr. Bachchan. I'm thinking of the character that I'm opposite.
Yeah. I have to say that there were three master musicians at play, and it was a beautiful symphony that came out. So that was fantastic. Let's talk about jewelry because that's core competence for a lot of people in this room. So do you remember? Okay, it's a two-part question. First is when you were a child, do you remember the piece of jewelry that you really wanted and you said, oh, when I make money or when I grow up, this is the first piece of jewelry I'll get?
For me, it's always been more sentimental and emotional than sort of looking at a hoarding or, putting my finger on something and saying, this is what I want. So there were definitely pieces of jewelry, and my sister and I were discussing it this morning. There were definitely pieces of jewelry in our mother's locker that I had my eyes on. And I still have my eyes on
Does
them.
your sister know about this? Does your sister, eh? Does
Yeah,
she?
I mean, the good thing is I think our taste in that sense is slightly different. So that's the good thing. So I know that like eventually when the jewelry gets split between the two of us, I don't think we'll be scrambling and fighting. But yeah, there were definitely like pieces that as a young girl, you see your mother getting ready, going out, and she takes out her jewelry, she's deciding what to wear. And as a young girl, you're like, oh, that's beautiful. I hope I get that. Or I hope I get to wear that. Forget, owning it, but I hope I get to wear that someday. So definitely pieces like that. And I think being a South Indian, definitely a lot of traditional South Indian craft in the jewelry, which is temple jewelry, which I absolutely love. That's very, very different from, say, jewelry from any other part of the world. And that's something I really enjoy wearing as well.
And do you remember the first piece of jewelry you bought when you started earning money?
Yes, I bought myself a pair of solitaires. Small.
Ah, look at that. That's the diamond table.
Very small, large for me at that point. But yes, I remember buying myself a pair of solitaires.
Fantastic. Okay, before we wind up, I think people here want to know one thing about you that nobody knows. Give us something. Give us like one thing, something. Like you drink rasam straight from the katori or something. Just like we need something.
I drink rasam like this.
Oh, Lord.
See, that I love South Indian food and rasam rice, I'm sure everybody knows that. I revealed the fact that if I was not an actor or a badminton player, I'd love to be an interior designer. That I'm OCD, does anyone know that? Okay.
Somebody said, yeah, I am.
Yes, we know.
Somebody said, I am. Oh, you know that. Are you as well? Are you? No, you're not. Are you sure? Put her bag on the table. Let's see. Take it away from. Oh, she did. Well done.
That I'm very punctual. Does anyone know that? I'm punctual. Okay,
Oh, they don't
time
know.
management. Time management.
Time management.
Okay, I'm great with multitasking. I'm very good with time management. And my gut instinct is something I protect.
These are all nice, cool things she's saying.
Okay,
yeah.
fine. I'm a great... Okay, wait.
We were hoping for like a
Wait,
something
wait,
which
wait,
makes
wait,
you more human like us.
Do I win a hamper or no for this answer of mine?
There's no.
Okay, this bottle
I'll
of
give you a
water.
bottle of water. Yeah.
I'm a great baker. I bake really well.
Okay, now how do I argue with perfection? Right? Unfortunately, we can't find any imperfection in this perfection.
Tell me...
Like, are you clumsy? Like, do you drop food when you eat?
Oh yeah, all the time. I was known for this.
Yeah?
Like when I was small, and now she's going to start laughing. We never remembered restaurants based on, my family never remembered restaurants based on the name of the restaurant. It was the restaurant where Deepika dropped milkshake, the restaurant where Deepika dropped a fork, the restaurant where she spilled sweet corn soup on herself. So that's how we remembered restaurant names.
Nice. And I think that's how those restaurants are now advertising in Bangalore as well. This is where Deepika spilled soup, so please come and have some. Ladies and gentlemen, Deepika Padukone, a big round of applause, please. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Can we please have a big round of applause? Come on, you can be a little more generous in the applause, everybody. Didn't even make it till here. All right, I'd like to request Mr. Colin Shah, Chairman GJEPC, to please come up on stage. To join him, Mr. Sachin Jain, MD De Beers India, Mr. Somasundaram PR, Regional CEO of India World Gold Council, Mr. Sriram Natarajan, Managing Director GIA, on stage for the check presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is also all of you. Thank you so much for your time, your donations. Thank you so much for your generosity towards the foundation. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Could I request Mr. Colin to please stay back on stage? Thank you to the rest of the dignitaries. Thank you so much. I'd also like to call a few more dignitaries on stage, please. Mr. Milan Choksi, we could have you on stage. Mr. Shailesh Sangani, Mr. Mansukh Kothari, Mr. Sabyasachi Ray, Mr. Ajesh Mehta, Mr. Ram Babu Gupta, Mr. Suvankar Sen, Mr. Ashok Gajera, Mr. Ashok Seth. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Can we have Deepika's mic, please?
I do want to thank the council so much, and each and every one of you who's contributed to make this happen. And your contribution is most certainly going to impact millions of lives. So thank you so much.
A big thank you to Ms. Deepika Padukone for gracing this evening with her presence. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you. Can we get the team from GJEPC on stage for a picture, please? Or have we lost most of them? I think we've lost most of them. Yeah. Is the team from GJEPC here? All right, so we'll just, are they here? Or we'll just get them on stage later for a picture? Yeah? All right, great. So we'll collect everybody and get them on stage later. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. We'll let you carry on and enjoy your dinner. Please enjoy all the courses that I have made personally. So please enjoy them. I'm Gaurav Kapoor. Thank you so much for having me here this evening. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Thank you. Oh no, I'm not done yet. Okay, we have to welcome actually our entertainment for the evening. further entertainment, because I think I was quite entertaining as well. But Bonnie Michael D'Souza and the band Bonaventures, for 4 decades, they've been enthralling and entertaining people all over the world. Solo piano and keyboard, Bonnie Michael D'Souza, who's going to be providing us music for this evening. So thank you so much once again, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great evening. Goodbye.